Why did you become a recording artist?
Shit, I really was born into a family of just making music. Like my granddaddy was in a band, my uncle rap, my cousins sang, make music, all that. So it's always been like a reason for me to even like be drove to this shit besides sports, but I really just know I had to really just take on that responsibility when everybody started passing away, everybody getting locked up. And I wasn't finna work for nobody else. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Nigga been in work for, not finna work for nobody else. So, about 2018, early 2019 is when I just focused on that.
And for time reference, it's July 2021 now.
Righteous.
Now, when you mention your grandfather, you mention your uncle, your cousin, are these all on your father's side or mother's side?
On my mama's side.
And how far did any of them get with their music careers?
It's just basically like my uncle and them, they could've, if they would've just kept their mind, you know what I'm saying, kept their head on their shoulders, really just kept their eyes on the prize, they could've been a part of the Swisher Highs, you know what I'm saying, back then. They would've been the first East Texas artists to even fuck with Houston artists, you know what I'm saying? But crazy ass shit happened. And that's about as far as it went. They ain't never reached outside the city, how it's supposed to. But
Are any of them still active with music today or no?
shit, my uncle locked up. My cousins, he just said, man, he just ain't got the love for the music no more. My other cousin, he inconsistent. It's really just me and the family. Besides my cousin, NLE, you know what I'm saying, NLB Vic, he in the Ville, but I gotta stay on his ass though, you know. But other than that, it's just us two, really just me though.
Care to share any of the stage names of your family members? Your grandfather, uncle, or your cousins?
See, I really forgot. It's a crazy ass name my papa got. But my damn
Or
uncle,
what band?
man, I tell you what, man. It was some little jazz group they had. I think it was some little local shit they was just doing. Not something just too serious. But my uncle, his name Dunk. So his name, he just went by Lil Dunk. And my cousin Timmy, he a Lil Tim. The one who made the beats and was engineering, Peter, but he went by, you know what I'm saying, Pistol Pete. And Brady, they said the one who sung, Jeremy Sanders. Lil Fresh, she got D-Time Davis. That's about it. Out of my family, they just rap.
Now, what genre of music do you consider yourself at this point?
I'm in hip-hop rap, you know.
And how'd you get into that genre of music specifically? Do you remember?
That was just in me. Like, that's all I know how to speak. I mean, family background, like I said, I mean, just the music I listened to growing up, listen to hip-hop rap. My daddy's side, for sure. Like, my daddy's used to listen to 50 Cent, DMX, you know what I'm saying? Anything from Texas. Swisher Highs, UGK, Screwed Up Click, anything from Texas. But my mama and them was more on the R&B side and shit. So I got little features for some R&B side in me too. Just cause I used to listen to that growing up.
What was the first genre of music you encountered?
But rap. Yeah, rap, like I said, as far as I can remember, being like four. Yeah, 98, so shit. My 4 or 5 shit. Just 50 Cent. That's when I really can recall me just listen to a album with my pops and really just listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and me talking back, like me rapping back, like the lyrics into the, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just singing this shit. Like, that's when I knew I like this rap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Remember the name of that album?
Yeah, get rich or die trying.
And was it the explicit version back then or the
I'm
clean
listening to
version?
everything raw. You know what I'm saying? Project Baby. They don't care about this shit. Yeah, my mama, they'll tell you not to cuss, but you listen to music, you gonna hear everything again. I don't want to listen to the clean version. You know what I'm saying?
Because you were exposed to R&B, did you attempt to sing as well?
Yeah, I was in choir and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? School. I left band. I want to do the choir because I wanted to learn how to help with melodies. Because like I said, I had cousins that sang, that could sing, for sure. So I wanted to just play around with that, hold some melodies and shit. But yeah, I like R&B, man. It's smooth, man. It just give you, create your mind. You know what I'm saying? Open your mind and give you more ways of creativity. Like, straight up.
What was the name of the school you took these classes at?
Ah, shit, in school, like, when I ended up going to White House, that's when I wanted to, like, I was playing sports, but I like, shit, extracurricular activities, I'm gonna try choir instead of band.
So we mentioned hip hop, we mentioned R&B music, we mentioned jazz as well. What did you attempt at from the very start? Was it rapping first or was
Mm.
it singing?
Texas, you got this style, you rapping and singing at the same time. So that's basically what I always been doing. I was always on that freestyling, like, with Unc them and shit on some old Texas beats, you know what I'm saying, like some rappers. I always did that. But when I got into it, for some reason, I feel like the type of beats that we picked to this day, like I was on them type of time, like back then. I first recorded when I was 12 with my uncle and my cousin, like a song called Throw a Young Player. Like, I remember that. Then I got on that IMT Paint app, you feel what I'm saying? Like my 8th grade year, just playing with that shit. So I knew that's the type of wave I wanted to go on back then, like rapping and singing with the tune.
When it came to you rapping, singing, was this something you take upon yourself to do, or were you encouraged to do it by your family members?
Nah, that's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own person.
You mentioned 50 Cent, you mentioned DMX, you mentioned Swishahouse, Texas artists, R&B music. Were these your musical inspirations or influences as well? Or if not, who was, if there
Like I
was?
said, 50, like he's my favorite, one of my favorite artists, so 50 was one. I like how Snoop Dogg was like kind of calm and collect on the track. You ain't got to yell, you know what I'm saying? But he getting his point across while he just, DMX is more on that's where that dog shit come from for me. Like, I like this shit, you know what I'm saying? Some other things, but DMX, he really just one of a kind though. Anything in Texas, like I said, I'm influenced by Texas culture, period. Uh, really got me to where I'm at, like why I rap the way I rap. Shit, Future, Kurt Cobain's for sure. Uh, Gucci my favorite rapper. So it was always just to blend something in, just be myself, but also just Future, Gucci, and Kirko. You know,
Now, you've used the word favorite for 50 Cent,
yeah.
and you used the word favorite with, was it
Gucci.
Gucci?
Yeah,
Gucci.
yeah.
So who's really the favorite?
Man, I say as far as right all time, Gucci. That's what it is. Gucci. That's my favorite, Gucci. But as far as like we talking musical and putting the bodies together, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Gucci ain't doing it because Gucci got a whole lot of work, you know what I'm saying? But as far as 50, like 50 just another monster back then.
Now, you've mentioned several names throughout this interview. Have you personally had the chance to meet any of these names you mentioned
Mm-mm.
in this interview?
Not yet. I ain't met them yet.
Now, how did you may have answered this question already, but maybe not, so I'm going to ask you it now formally, and if you have answered it, then you don't have to answer it, but how did you actually learn how to rap or sing?
It gotta be in you, not on you. It just come to you. You know what I'm saying? You see your people doing it, or you just hear it. Like I said, it's really how you learn how to rap. Is you can rap with a song. You can rap with a song by just reciting it on the rhythm on the same time they say a word, punchline, and you know what I'm saying, delivering the same way they're delivering it. Create your own words. You should do the same thing.
The reason why I asked you that was because I know you had mentioned choir and you had mentioned being in the studio with your family members, so I didn't know if anyone actually, if any of, I don't know if it was a class or a
Mm.
family member that actually taught you or you learned through another means. That's why I wanted to ask a more direct question.
Nah, I ain't never took no classes with this. Like, my family wasn't even on that type of time. Like, we had our own class studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you just with a bunch of niggas in the room, niggas in the studio, you know, smoking, drinking. The hoes going in and out. Shit, them niggas rapping, bro. Like, man, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? You rapping, and they just hit you right on the spot. Let me hear something, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get it. And you just sitting there, so it's like, you, And that's how that shit just build. They put you on the spot, you just build, and you just grow a love for that shit. Because you thought it was so cool watching them do it.
So would you consider yourself self-taught?
Mm-hmm. Self-taught but influenced, for sure.
And what were you, well, I don't know if you were or they were, but drinking and smoking, what were they on?
Man, shit, that was on some weed.
Okay.
You know, everybody smoke weed and then shit. You know, might be some brick, might be some, I don't know what type of liquor they was drinking on back then. I know Hennessy was one of them for sure. But beer, them niggas like beer. We from Texas, we drank beer. You know.
And just for clarification, they were on that or you were on that as well at the time?
Nah. They grown. They doing like being grown up.
Now, have you found your sound yet?
Yeah. I found that like in the 2018. Yeah, in the 2018, early 2019.
Are you able to describe this sound?
I feel like I'm in my own lane, you know what I'm saying? My nickname, you know, everybody know my rap name, Cico P. You know me personally. The other one is Boogie. I feel like I'm in my own lane, my own street, so I call it Boogie Avenue. That's the best way I can describe that.
I know when you found it, but how did you find it? How'd you know you had actually found your sound?
Because when you hear it, it's like once you know you found it, that connection with it, you feel it. Like you'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's something deeper than you. Like music you ain't never just sit back and thought about where this shit come from. People be writing. Like how you think of it. You know what I'm saying? How you feel to put that melody with that. Because it's something in you deeper than what you think. You know what I'm saying? With this music shit, you are connected with it somehow. So when I found it, it's like a click, like a switch. This my style right here. I ain't gotta look no more. Let's perfect this shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
How long do you think it took to get to that sound, to find that sound? Rough estimate.
2 years.
Now, at this point, are you a full-time recording artist?
Yeah.
How long would you say you've been full-time?
Coming up on a year.
Ever signed a recording contract?
Yeah.
To who?
I had a partnership with APG.
Now, how did that happen?
Shit, that was just one of the many that came. But Tampa was doing his little thing. They came early. It was Capital, then Asylum. But they came right back though. As soon as Tampa had like 1 million views on Spotify, then that's when they popped up. I just like how they came. Then on top of that, it ain't like, oh, Def Jam too, but yeah, they had came. But I just like how they approached the situation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on no force or nothing. They wanted, build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Get to know one another. And also they did their research. It wasn't just about that one song with them. That's what I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now,
yeah.
are you biologically related to anyone on APG?
Nah, I don't know them. They don't know me. Ain't nobody from where I'm from on there but me.
Do you remember when you actually signed an agreement to be in that partnership with them?
Yeah.
Remember what month, what
Yeah,
year?
February 19th, early this year.
2021.
Yeah.
Looking back, did you make the right or wrong decision?
Made a bad decision. Yeah, right decision, for sure.
And why do you say that?
Set myself up for the front and the back end, for sure. You know what I'm saying? For the greater good, for sure. Like, a lot of people tell you, oh, don't do that, do that. But it depends on how you know what I'm saying? How you talk, you know what I'm saying? The cards on the table are really just presented to you. Like, how you gonna go about it, what you stand for and what you believe you should get, you know what I'm saying? So, and also I seen numbers. You gotta understand, shit ain't about just numbers up front. Like, I'm working for longevity with this shit. You feel me? So, you gotta really know what you're doing before you just start. You wanna just sign your name on some paper.
Now, what's it like being in a partnership with APG?
Cool. It's fun, man. We always working. A lot of work, keep my head down. Let's get it.
And for full disclosure, a rep at APG helped set this interview up.
Yeah.
Now, and for chronological purposes, because you said you've been full-time for a year and you signed in February, that means you were already a full-time recording artist before you actually signed that agreement.
Yeah, I was out here getting it by myself for sure. Hell yeah.
Now, in this amount of time of being a full-time recording artist, rough estimate about a year, have you ever felt like quitting?
I mean, everybody had them trials and tribulations where they feel like, man, this shit ain't coming fast enough. You know what I'm saying? But I was reading, you know what I'm saying, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And there's one section that just stuck out, you know what I'm saying? Like, really just stood out to me, my bad. It stood out, and it was just like 3 feet from gold. Besides, I can't quit because I got family that's not here that did music, that's locked up or that's dead, you know what I'm saying? So, and I know how much they really wanted that and they believe in me, you know what I'm saying? They tell me not to quit. So, besides that book, reading that book, I wasn't gonna quit regardless of how I felt, even though it done came across with that 3 feet from gold. Just never know. Why would you quit today when you could have won the next day? You feel me?
Risk versus reward. What's the biggest risk you took for your music career so
When I
far?
said fuck a job and I actually put my whole focus on this shit, fuck all the extra shit I had going on, like, fuck that. Like, shit, this what you gonna do. You can't be lukewarm with this shit. Ain't no one foot in, one foot out. Like, you really gotta put your all into this. And you really gotta have faith. A lot of people don't. A lot of people say, God got me. They say all that. But you still got doubts in your mind. You say God got you, bro, you really gotta believe that. You know what I'm saying? You can't have no doubts with this shit. So I knew then, just a matter of time.
What job did you have at the time?
I working at a factory. I working in a factory. Shit, Tyler, Texas. Train and build air conditioners and shit. I work from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Never again.
How long did you do that gig for?
Shit, like, 3 years, bro. Like, I went 2018. Yeah. It was 3 years. Because I had quit.
And would
moved to
you
Dallas.
go ahead?
I quit and moved to Dallas.
And would you say the reason for quitting was music?
I was definitely like, I'm finna move to the D. I'm finna turn up. I'm not saying I gotta move out of my city for me to do what I do, but it's kind of branching off and just really just, it's a lot of, it's called growth. You feel what I'm saying? I got love for my city, but I just I couldn't see myself growing because I would have been still stuck in my ways, you feel me? So I moved away, cut off a lot of distractions, handle up on my business.
So did you move to Dallas for music?
Cut off a lot of distractions, shit, handle up on my business. Shit, music, of course, is gonna be what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But that's the real just to get away, just something new.
Have you mentioned this in your music?
And we're moving away.
Moving, quitting that job.
I mean, shit, I speak on it. I speak on shit, just be, you know what I'm saying, cutting out the distractions and elevating myself. You feel what I'm saying? And just going back over the time and just reminiscing the times where everything a nigga been through.
Looking back on how everything turned out thus far, was that risk worth it?
Most definitely. Like, hell yeah. Yeah. Life changing for the better. Like, I'm in a whole different, like, last year, I wasn't on no, you know what I'm saying, billboards and shit like that. Like, I was still grinding. Like, still, you know what I'm saying, damn, I gotta get it. I'm still like that now, though. You know what I'm saying, my head down, I'm still grinding. But it's possible, you know what I'm saying? I just proved myself right.
Care to share the name of that factory you worked at?
Train. It's called Train. Now it's called Train Technologies. They try to be fancy or whatever now, but yeah, it was Train. Trane.
Proudest accomplishment so far in your music career?
Entering the Hot 100 Billboard. Picked it number 91.
And what song is this you're referencing here?
Tampa.
You get this accomplishment after you enter that agreement with APG, or that was before?
It was already on the road. It just, to be real, when we did this, you know what I'm saying, this agreement, we wasn't even finna focus on Tampa. I promise you we wasn't. We was ready to go to the next shit. It just so happened that Tampa hit a spark on TikTok organically by itself. And we was just like, damn, then Tampa going to the Super Bowl around the same time. It was just too much going on. Like, TikTok's going viral on TikTok, streams of spiking up on Spotify now. And then Tampa, it was only right. It was like, man, we was gonna kill this track. Like, we wasn't even finna push that no more, but let's go and shoot a video. See, it's just really just how shit just God's timing and just using good marketing.
Did you actually attend the Super Bowl in Tampa?
I think I would have if I would have made a move earlier, but nah, I was in Texas.
Ah, okay. So you must have signed that agreement after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because the Super Bowl, I believe, I think it was in February, like very beginning of February.
Yeah, it was around, I mean, it was like before my birthday. Yeah. Or was it on the 7th this year?
Let me find out just to be sure. I know you signed in February.
February
but-
19th.
Oh, you signed on February 19th. Let's
Yeah.
see. February 7th was
Yeah.
Super Bowl
It was the day after my birthday.
in
for sure.
2021. On the opposite end of the spectrum, biggest failure so far in your music career? I asked you initially what your proudest accomplishment was, but on the opposite of that, what's been your biggest failure so far in your music career? Biggest flop, biggest disappointment?
I ain't gonna say no failures, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. But I little disappointed. I mean, I really ain't got nothing right now. Only thing is I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful for everything, bro. I ain't finna sit up here and be on no, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna question what God got for me right now. And I'm just finna appreciate this shit, keep my head down, keep going. I don't look at it like no failures or nothing like that.
Speaking of God, do you follow a religion?
I'm spiritual. I ain't religious.
And why spiritual for you?
It's whatever work with you, your relationship. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on people who want to be religious, but I know my reasons of why I'm spiritual. I know my relationship.
Were you raised like that?
Nah. You know, raised to be a Christian. You feel me? Be religious, but, you know, as you get older, man, you gotta be your own man. Figure out, you know what I'm saying? Do your own research. You gotta have your own relationship. They can't get me into heaven. You know what I'm saying? So, I get yourself into heaven. But that's a whole nother deep combo. Like I said, I know my relationship is for my reasons. You know, so.
Do you remember what age you were when you actually divert from how you were raised and become spiritual?
Yeah, I had to be like 22. Yeah. I was 22. Like just turned 22.
And I know that's a deep conversation. We don't have to have that conversation now. But just curious, though, when you were raised in Christianity, was that on your mother's side, father's side, both?
Yeah, both. You know what I'm saying? Like that's both.
And was it a certain denomination under Christianity?
Just Christianity.
Now, because that's how you were raised, what's been your parents' reaction to you being spiritual?
I ain't talk to them about it. Like, all they know is that I give graces to God. You know what I'm saying? I know I got my own relationship with God. I give graces to God. I ain't talked to them about it. I just recently talked to my T lady about it, my mama. She get where I'm coming from now. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, they were raised a certain way. And my granny now, my damn sure better not open my mouth to my granny about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she been done slapped shit out of me. But it's how she looked. That's how they was raised, though, they too. That's why I said, man, it's just really me, you know?
When it comes to tactics, method, strategy, what's the single best thing you've done for your music career?
She really, really take advantage of that TikTok shit with that Tampa. I didn't give a fuck. Keep it a bean. I really didn't care, bro. Like the song was doing what it's doing. It's good. manager started asking me, teams started asking me, bro, get on TikTok. Like, fuck TikTok. I barely post on Instagram when I post when I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, nah, this shit is organic, bro. Like, this shit don't happen to know everybody, fam. Like, take advantage. So I had 500 followers to my name on TikTok. And I posted like a little snippet. See, people didn't even know we shot the Tampa video again. I posted a little snippet to my TikTok. And somebody was like, I thought this dude was a country white guy. So I reacted to that shit. I reacted to the video. I got him, you know, I said what I said. Had 500 followers. I woke up the next day. I had like 13,000, and that hoe had like 500,000 on that video. So I just started applying the comments to like girls and shit, and my shit just started going up. I got like over 100, over 100,000 now on TikTok. But that shit just take advantage of the social media shit, bro. So the tactics, social media.
When that song broke through TikTok for you, do you credit that to a particular person?
Yeah, I remember this one. He started a truck trend with that. His name Lil Brett, little white boy. I give him his little credit for that. But it was another video I can't think of. It was another video that around that same time when he did that. It was a different, cause it's all type of shit they do with that damn song now. But it was a truck trend at one point. That's why I got that truck in that video, cause I seen that a lot. So like I said, just using tactics and being smart and just strategizing, capitalizing on the marketing plan for that.
This person that you do credit, have you communicated with them?
A few times, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Respond to him. I just ain't had no time to like just talk to him.
Guys never linked up in person.
We ain't linked up. He be getting that. I don't know. I think honestly probably done talked to him. I don't know, but I haven't really talked to him yet though. But it's besides like comments, probably like comments or reacting to his little videos. I might just duet him or something.
What's been the reaction to your song from those that actually live in Tampa?
They thought I was from Tampa or somewhere in Florida, but they fuck with me. I fuck with them too. Like I fuck with Florida people. Like I fuck with Florida. Shit, like I'm from that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a Texas baby. Just as long as they don't get it twisted. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. I'm a Texas nigga. But I appreciate Tampa and everybody else in Florida.
Have you had a chance to do a show or performance in Tampa yet?
Nah,
Tampa,
it's
Florida.
coming up.
You've actually gotten booked already?
Mm-hmm. We in the negotiation process right now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Your manager is to the side of us in this interview. Have you had a chance to communicate with that creator he's referring to?
Nah, I haven't.
Okay.
I mean, I reached out actually, but he didn't hit back.
Cause he want to talk to me probably.
Yeah, probably because he wants to talk to you. He didn't hit back.
It's crazy.